When my father started into pigs in the 50s, pigs went on the truck. He got paid by the truck driver. He pulled a roll of bills out of his pocket and he rolled off X number of dollars for however many pigs there. My dad had no idea what the neighbor down the road had gotten paid and what the pigs were really worth. And so Ontario Pork was born to try to create some transparency, some fairness, some equity in pricing, and opportunity for all producers no matter where you were in the province.
80 years means that there were people who came before us who saw opportunities in this industry and who were able to think strategically about what needed to be done to set us up for success.
Ontario Pork is made up of a lot of good people who want the best for producers and the industry.
Ontario Pork has been blessed, I guess, with a constant set of people in the communications department that are able to reach out to consumers, connect with consumers, and at the same time bring those messages back to producers and have them understand why you have to reach out to consumers in that fashion.
The restructuring, to making the board smaller and reorganizing counties and zones and moving, towards a policy day, that type of thing. It's evolved well.
One of the aspects that maybe I didn't realize till I got in there is how much time and effort is spent communicating with other pork organizations, with other agricultural groups in Ontario, as well as the levels of government.
It's impressive that an organization like Ontario Pork has kept on transforming itself and adding value to help producers in their industry. We know this industry's changed tremendously. My grandfather bought and sold pigs from yard to yard back in the 40s and 50s. And today we've got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 head sow barns.
Contracts were born in the early 90s, so that was an evolution. And then those contracts were still subject to the scrutiny of Ontario Pork, and I think that when I was chair, we were still working on that vein. There was also the advent of the Progressive Pork Producers Cooperative, which is now Conestoga. How was that going to fit in?
Probably the hardest decision during my term as chair, we lost the right to single desk marketing, trying to decide how to lead the board and lead producers down that path.
First meeting as chair was when H1N1 became a big thing. It was dubbed swine flu, and people stopped eating pork. Markets throughout the world were shut to Canada.
When I started, I think it was 2000, 2001, 2002, we were considered the star of agriculture in Canada. We were increasing our exports globally, and by about 2006, we became the disaster child. The Canadian dollar went to par. In fact, it went to 108 US. We were told that there was no future for this industry unless you changed and became a niche producer.
While I was Ontario Pork Board Chair, PED was introduced into Ontario and Canada for the first time.
When Quality Meats declared bankruptcy in Toronto, that was quite a shock to our industry.
I think the hog industry is defined by challenges. COVID was a fast-acting one. We were planning the AGM. I was supposed to be done as board chair in a couple of weeks. Decisions made, we're not having an AGM. We're not sure where pigs are being shipped on a day-to-day basis, and can feed trucks be delivered to the farm. I'm pretty proud of the way we came out of COVID. Pigs went to be harvested. We weren't backing up beyond our capabilities, and I think all in all, we weathered the storm really well.
Getting the risk management program for the industry, and producers in the countryside, they joined the lobby. They were like, we gave them materials, and this is what we're asking for. Everybody get out there and beat the drum. All of this came together and we got the program. I'm proud of that, and it helps producers today, and I know the other commodities as well.
When the new swine research facility opened was probably the most satisfying thing of my chairmanship at Ontario Pork.
The pig code of practice, it made a huge difference in forcing producers to think what they had to do in the future.
We're a really important part of the economy, and if we want to be effective in what it is that we're doing and helping to influence and inform government policy, we really need to be working outside of ourselves and collaboratively.
I had the good fortune to speak at a WTO conference on meat imports, meeting with people from around the world and understanding the interrelationships. Very important.
If your industry doesn't have a voice that government can be confident in hearing. So if you don't have that organization to pull all that together, you're missing a lot.
I hope that over the next 80 years, if I had a crystal ball, that farmers will still feel there's value in associating with each other and getting together and just talking over what's going on at the farm.
I think it's absolutely critical that we continue with a collective voice.
80 years, congratulations.
Happy 80th birthday, Ontario Pork.
Happy 80th anniversary to Ontario Pork.
Happy 80th anniversary.
Happy 80th Ontario Pork, and all the best now and in the years to come.